Sounds of Change is an organization that I founded in 2017 from a very strong belief in the power of music. And the way we use music, our approach, you could say, is a little bit different than normal music education, where you learn how to play guitar or piano. But we focus a lot on improvisation and composing music together, new music. In our first years that we worked in conflict-affected areas, we found out that music can have a transformative effect on people, on individuals and communities. And this is what we do with Sounds of Change. We train people to facilitate creative processes. Because the power in that creating something new or improvising music is that you give people the space to make their own choices, to come up with their own creativity, and also to take control of something in their lives. And a lot of people we work with in refugee camps, in prisons, in asylum seeker center, they don't have so many choices, not so many options in their lives. They cannot choose if they leave the place, or they cannot choose where they live. And with music you can give them some control in their lives back. And that's a big step.
One more time in and try to keep it in the belly. And we now try to make a bit of sound with it.
I think it started kind of like a small dream. It's like, why don't we, maybe one day we would have an academy where we share this experience with people.
We're building a kind of Sounds of Change community.
What I find also very important is that the tools doesn't have to be very complex, you know? So usually when you say music and workshops, people go to, oh, I don't play this instrument, or music usually is a very complex thing. But what I really love about Sounds of Change is that the tools are simple, but the effect is great. Let's say as simple as if we are stepping on the same groove. So if we are making a pulse in the room.
Really making crazier, louder and bigger.
Then there are, let's say, it can be 5 people, but they can be 500 people. And when we are doing the same pulse, we are united, if we like it or not. You know, whoever you are, wherever you come from, what color, what nationality, what history, what story, doesn't matter at the point. What matters is just connect to the group and feel it. And then if we take it one step further, it's like, okay, add something on that pulse. And then this is where I can say something where everybody is listening to me, but not saying it with words. I can say it with a clap, or with a boom whacker, or with a simple instrument.
This power, for example, in the mirroring or column response, where you just make something super simple. It can be, but then there is 10 other people are doing exactly what you're doing. And that is actually leadership. That is, being me and expressing, and everybody is actually supporting.
Especially from a personal experience as well, if you are challenged or your story is heavy, the least you want to share is that verbally. So what you want to share is some emotion or connection or belonging or team feeling.
We have this. Instead of this, what we do. And okay. And
a lot of organizations actually started their programs on tables or on papers, and then it went on ground. Where with Sounds of Change, it started on ground, and then it went on papers. And I find that more authentic, you know, because from being with the children and knowing what works and what not, what kind of changes happen, what kind of exercises, how to build it, it's all happened out of practicing it. From that, we can share that recipe with other people who are interested in it. And this is, I think, what makes Sounds of Change special. We have something that is tangible and important enough that we can share, and we would love to share.
We want them to experience what music can do to people by being a participant, and not go right away like, how can you teach this to others? But first experience it yourself, like fully experience it in many different ways.
So sometimes this is the exercise, and it can look simple when you participate in it, but when you want to lead it, you need to have some deeper things to think about, practical ways, but also the dynamic of the group and the energy, what to look at, what to be aware of in the group, you know, and what is your own style with it. Because again, it's not a methodology to follow it exactly, as much as we have structure, tools, building blocks, and then it's all yours. You use it in your way.
As a musician, it's easy to get a bit locked into this very ambitious headspace where it's about competition or standing out at least, or being recognized. And here in these workshops and in the academy as well, it's just about finding the joy in it and finding this connection through it and doing it together and giving space, listening. Absolutely. And yeah, that's just absolutely wonderful.
This academy had something special that I didn't get like from other places, and I think especially this emotional part, like this check-in, check-out, also like how do you feel at the beginning, how do you feel at the end, really taking care of each other, and definitely this gave me so many skills like then to use it.
The ultimate goal, I guess, is to create like a safe space and connection between the kids, and that's done through music, and they can open up, express, create.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. We do it one time, really quick. Oh. Yeah. And at the end, yeah, we go all like, wah, okay? Like, let all the energy out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
The result is powerful. If you go to regular school, there's always something happening with music or anything. There's always other processes. And now we went to places, for example, AZC in Delfzijl, where there's actually not so much activities for children. But definitely in AZC you feel that what you do is meaningful, and you can also see the impact of what you do.
Being in a challenging environment like in an asylum seeker center, if you can do it there, I think you can do it everywhere.
The beautiful thing is that what happened is that the same AZC's or the same asylum centers in the Netherlands where they worked asked them back now for the summer to do workshops with children. If you're able to create a safe space and if you're able to host or facilitate creative processes, you can be powerful. If you create something together that wasn't there before you created it, there's something like a sense of belonging coming to the surface. There's something, you feel ownership, you feel proud of something. And this is what we do with Sounds of Change. And this is also what the Academy is about.